Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, this is our ongoing meditation session. And be comfortable yourself and relax your body. So once we get connected with our other students, we're ready to start the session for today. Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. And keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. In case if you can't hear the sound, bell sound, then you can just focus to the silence and let your body to settle down. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, let's take few minutes to understand how this kind of practice will help us to develop our understanding. Because in the basic level, understanding yourself regarding this practice is very necessary, because that gives the clarity to go deeper with your practice. And it will take you out of the lethargic, lazy mind. And at the same time, it will help you to gain more and more result. That result will help you to have the strength and courage to keep continue. It motivates you. So in meditation, there are certain things, informations that you have to learn. And at the same time, there are another part of meditation that you can't learn it. You have to experience it by practicing. And if you try to learn it without practicing, then it's not going to work. So basically, you have to understand it very carefully. So there is a part that you can learn as information, guidelines, foundation. And there is another part of meditation which you can't learn. So you have to gain it by practicing. So without practicing, if somebody try to learn that part also, then you misunderstand the process. So when it comes to Buddha's teaching, it clearly mentions the structure of these all teachings. Even though in the Buddha's teaching, the Buddha himself didn't develop that structure, but by the time once the Buddha passed away, all other senior monks gathered together and categorized this all and gathered this all and categorized it and put numbers and develop a structure. Why? Because then whoever that come to practice or the newcomers, so for them it is very easy. So when it comes to the teachings of the Buddha, dependent origination or the causality or the cause and effect, Paticca Samuppada is the very key point or the very basic foundation. And at the same time, it related to Four Noble Truth. So then from Four Noble Truth, it go to the Eightfold Path. This all come out to give a understanding regarding ourselves, give a more clear, deeper knowledge for your self-realization. And that self-realization come out of when you deeply come to this dependent origination, and at the same time, 5 aggregates: form, feelings, perception, volition, and recognition. So when it come to a person, that person depend on name and form. So the physical mental structure go through the form, feeling, perception, volition, recognition. So this all kind of like have a connection, dependent origination and 5 aggregates. So there are 5 aggregates. How the 5 aggregates come, then there is a way mentioned through the dependent origination. And when you understand the dependent origination, you have become more clear how the 5 aggregates work. And once you become very clear with the 5 aggregates, you are capable to understand Four Noble Truth. And when you are clearly understand the Four Noble Truth, it leads you to become very clear regarding the Eightfold Path. So this all combine. So when it comes to this 5 aggregate: form, feeling, perception, volition, recognition. Right now, right here as who you are, with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, what you experience in this very moment, what you experience. with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. Not used to be before in the world. And at the same time, it's not going to be tomorrow. Listen this way. What you experience in you with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, not used to be before. It was not something already used to be here. So it happened in the very moment. So when it happens, this object, whatever the eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, this object need to come and contact with the six senses, six sense bases. So whatever the outside object, so there are, when it comes to the word, physical, mental. The physical world, this outside world, material world, and the mental world, external world, and the internal world. So the external world means whatever the object. Internal world means your six sense bases or the subject. So then when this object comes and contact with the six sense bases, so the object start to interact between this I and the mind. So object I, and there is I consciousness arise that link to the mind. So that is where the consciousness arise. So see the mechanism. The outside object need to come and contact with the senses, sensory base. And then that is where the consciousness arise. And so it start to, that consciousness start to continue. It's kind of like a manifesting inside. It goes circle again and again and again. And that is what they call the existence. So this process, another way we call process of dependent origination. It's always happening. Not something that used to be yesterday. It's always new thing, experience. Even though that object, maybe you think it has something, the object used to be there yesterday, but it is not the same object in the outside world. What I'm talking here, the inside, that what you experience, even though it is the same object, when you see again and again, again and again, you experience something new inside you. So it's the process that keep going. That this experience arise in you in the moment as a process, form, feeling, perception, volition, recognition. And then there is a continuation. So when it comes to the five aggregates, that the form is the beginning point of the thinking process or the consciousness when it comes to this moment. Because after the form arise, feelings, perception, volition, recognition going to happen. So then when it comes to this form, with the form means that with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, that whatever in the very first level, with the object, once the contact happen, then what arise? So in that level, it is very important to understand not about the outside object. So within your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, when this object arises, the form arises, fundamentally there are certain properties should be, otherwise form not going to happen. Even the world, that the worldly object, outside world, here, if you don't have this foundational or the fundamental properties in you with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, you're not going to experience that world as the kind of like the world that now you experience. So what are those properties? Because understanding that give the deeper foundation and the clarity yourself to from where this experience come. There are 5 things. What are those? Avidya, tanha, upadana, karma, ahara. Those are the 5 fundamental properties help to have a form. Once the form arises, then feelings, perception, volition, recognition going to happen. And once it happen, according to the dependent origination, so what happened? Ignorance, volition, consciousness, mind and body, 6 senses, contact, feeling, craving, becoming, birth, and aging and death going to happen. And then that death again start to continue and the consciousness arise with because of the avidya, then again the becoming happens. Continuation happens. So when it comes to this form, in this very moment with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, that what you experience right now, right here, happen because of the avidya. Avidya means the ignorance. And the next one is the karma, so the tanha, upadana, karma, and ahara. So avidya means ignorance, lack of understanding of the true nature of reality, or misunderstanding. Impermanent things we take as permanent. Selfless things we take as self. Unsatisfactory nature we take as satisfaction. So somehow lack of understanding of the true nature of reality. That is ignorance. That is one of the major reasons. So then, other thing is the tanha, the craving for sensory pleasures. That also in us in this very moment to experience this form. And other thing is upadana. Upadana means clinging or attachment, grasping nature, or the regarding the material or immaterial things. And the next one is the karma. Karma means intention. And the 5th one called the ahara. Ahara means nutriment or the support. Or another way it called the feeding nature, nourishment. Those 5 properties already come from yesterday to today. That's why you experience this in this very moment. That's example. Now you see with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, but already as a continuation from your past or the repetition from your history, these all 5 properties already there with you with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. Ignorance and the grasping, clinging nature, and the craving, and the intention, and the nourishment or the supportive or the feeding or the nourishment nature. So this already right here as a continuation of the yesterday or as a repetition of your bodily, verbally, mentally action. So now when some object come to your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, what happened? That already your mind have the condition with these 5 things to take it as something. That is where the form arises with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. Just imagine so when if there is no form, we have that kind of like when the form arises, if there is no ignorance or the misunderstanding or lack of understanding of the true nature of the reality, or if there is no craving, desire, or if there is no clinging or attachment, or if there is no intention with the self-centered mind, or if there is no that feeding this nourishment nature related to I am, then even that what you experience with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, it just become a moment of experience. There is no continuation inside you. It never going to take you to another level of experience following that experience. Then you become free from that experience even though you are experiencing it. So then when it comes to that, you have to remember that it's not about this outside worldly object. Because sometimes people try to stay away from this outside object. That minimalism. So they reduce this object outside. But when it comes to the Buddha's teaching, it can help for a certain level to have a very comfortable environment within us. But what the Buddha taught here is about this internal process. So you cannot just think and work with this. That's why from the beginning I mentioned there is a part that you can learn. There is a part which you can't learn. So understanding this process yourself, you can't learn. You have to deeply observe and recognize. Why you can't learn it? The reason is this ignorance and clinging, grasping, attachment, cravingness, and the nutriment or the nourishment and the intention. These all 5 things always work together. You can't separate it. Only practice point of view, we talk this, we categorize, we name these things. But these all 5 things work together. So when your mind is sharp and clear, then you can understand. But you cannot separate and understand it. It's same like when it comes to a human, living human body, we call a person. Then just imagine to understand that person. Even though that person in front of you, that we know when it comes to this body, there are many organs. In the lungs, liver, kidney, heart, brain, this all together bring this person. So can you physically separate that all and try to understand that person? You can't. Then what will happen? Then you're not going to experience that person, that person going to die. The person itself going to disappear once you separate the part. But while the person living mentally, you can recognize this whole, how the interconnection, how this link happen and bring the life together. The same like when it come to, when the form arise with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, with the 6 senses, when the form arise, that form arise with these 5 roots already together. Ignorance, craving, clinging, attachment, intention, and the support or the feed or the nourishment or nutrition. Like when it comes to electron, neutron, proton, physically you cannot separate it. If you separate, then you're going to see something inside again and again and again and again. This electron, neutron, proton, it all work together. And the heat, motion, liquidity, hardness, physically you cannot separate. Even though when it comes to heat, we say the fire, because the fire itself has the more, the quality of that heat. That's why we use the fire object point of view to understand the nature of the heat. The earth, the hardness doesn't mean the earth. Earth has a more higher quality of that hardness. That's why we use the name called earth. The water, because the liquidity doesn't mean the water, but water has the more higher quality of liquidity. Air. So the wind has the nature of the more higher nature of the air. Otherwise, we cannot separate. If you start to separate heat, motion, liquidity, and hardness, again you will see inside the heat, motion, liquidity, and hardness. You take one part of the motion, then you separate, again you see heat, motion, liquidity, and hardness inside that. So like that, physically you cannot separate. So same like when it comes to these mental qualities, you cannot separate it. These all 5 things work together like a chain, connection, continuation, web, like a net. out of this all, when the attachment or the clinging, cravingness or the intention or the nourishment, the nutriment, when this come all together, inside this, the avidya or the ignorance is the leading part. So that's why when you practice meditation, so it develop the clarity. So out of the clarity, you are capable to get out of the ignorance. You are capable to recognize the true nature of the reality as it is, not misunderstanding it. So once you are capable to recognize that, related to that whatever you recognize, there is no craving is going to happen. There is no attachment or desire going to happen. There is no intention go and hold it. There is no nourishment or nutriment in that recognition to lead you to another action. So that's why, that's how the meditation help you to get out of this and reduce the power of these 5 major mental properties to get out of the existence. So when it comes to avidya or the ignorance or the misunderstanding regarding the reality, happen because of most of time we addicted to think. Just imagine when whatever come to your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. So you already repeat your past experience to recognize this all. Already in your mind. You already have preconditioned mind regarding this all eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind objects. These are the things I like. These are the things I hate. These are the things that neutral. You already have a life yourself. You already design yourself what you want to see, how you want to see, what you want to hear, what you want to smell, what you want to eat, how you want to eat, what kind of people you want, how you going to associate that people, how you going to be with them. So you already, in your mind, you already have a blueprint. So then what happened when tomorrow when the object come to your eye, your blueprint go and start to work with it, and if it is matched with it, you like it. If it is not matching, you dislike maybe. And then there is a continuation with that. And tanha, so this cravingness, the current already in us, with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, we dreaming, we projecting, visualizing through the timeline to all these 6 directions. And we are already fishing, waiting to catch it. What you like. So then just imagine when you see something tomorrow, it doesn't matter what it is. Why? Because already you have in your mind. How are you going to get it? Think about it. Upadana, or the clinging or the attachment. So you already have a view, desire. with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, even though you don't see the object from outside, your view regarding that object already there. Then just imagine what going to happen tomorrow. How is the tomorrow going to be new for you? Do you think that whatever going to see tomorrow going to change your life? No. Because this current already, when you wake up tomorrow, the current already wake you up. Not you cannot wake. That's why some people jump out of the bed and like a machine and start to go through the process till end the day. And when some people, jump out of the bed and go through the process and end of the day come and lie down on the bed. And that person never experienced something mindfully. It already set up current. It's not even for a 1 day, 2 days. One time I was reading a story, 30 years. Just imagine 30 years, one person used to go to the office using the same road at the same time. You're leaving the home, eating the same thing at home as a breakfast, 30 years, leaving at the same time and coming to the office at the same time and doing the same thing and leaving the office at the same time and go home and eat dinner and do whatever. The 30 years. Same thing. So we the same like that, we go through certain kind of process already, the current inbuilt inside us. Upadana, the clinging nature, grasping nature. And the karma, intention. The intention come out of the habitual pattern. Intention is always, remember that, like, dislike, you hate what you hate, every day you hate that. You love whatever you love, every day you love it. There's nothing that you can love kind of like for a new thing. You don't see it. Even you see something new, your old version of memory going to take it as something old, kind of like a familiar. That's why even as a person, when you meet somebody, you don't take that person, think about it, you don't take that person as a kind of like a very brand new, kind of like a moment. If you are really like that person or partner, if you are really come to very close relationships, then what you do, what you say? Then you say, oh, maybe we are soulmate. Oh, maybe we used to be in the past like this. See? You never take that person as a kind of like a new person. So this is the intention, the karma. It lead us, it's already there. You are like, dislike. And already ahead in our life. So then just imagine when you meet something tomorrow, can you get out of it? No, you go with it. So there is a current, it already take you. That what called samsara. And the ahara, nutriment, the feeding nature, the nourishment. So there, even you are very calm, relaxed in this very moment. listening to this. There is a way, there are certain things. When then that things come together, you get mad. There are certain way you already, there is a model inside you. There is a mechanism inside you to be happy. There is a mechanism inside you to be mad, worried, disappointed, moody, gloomy. So you already have that in you. So that is what called the nourishment. You don't see it. It is in you. There is something already there. And what happened because of that nourishment, because of that feed, tomorrow when the object come and the contact happen, when the form arise, you get mad. Or maybe even regarding that whatever the desire or love or the attachment. So there is already background inside you. So there are already the certain mental formations, conditions, cankers waiting for you. Only thing when the object come and contact, it arises. So that's why ahara, this nourishment, nutriment, already there. It's like the very healthy, the ground. When the seed drop into that ground, the seed can grow. So the ground already there. So same like with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, you already have the ground to have this attachment, have the desire, have the view. And it's not one thing. There are many, many things together. That's why it called the nourishment. So as example, like hunger. You sometimes when you hungry, you get mad. So that hungry nature, because if you keep feeding for that hunger becomes stronger to make you angry when it become hungry. Because you never conquer it. You never understood that. You never observe it. You just used to feed. And sleeping. So some people, if they cannot sleep, just at whatever the time they sleep, they get so mad and they think it is the end of the world. That they think it's everything going to become, kind of like go wrong or collapse. Why? Because you feed it to the sleepiness. When the sleepiness comes and you just sleep, you never understood it. What is this? Desire the same. When the desire arises, you just feed it. And then, just imagine one day when the desire arises, if there is no food to feed for that desire, you go crazy. You cry. And sometimes you want to kill yourself. Why? Because what you want cannot get. So just imagine if you have children. Sometimes you love your children, and when whatever they want, you just right away keep doing it. By the time one day, if you cannot give it right away when they want it, they go so crazy. They get mad, they get angry about you. They never understand the word called no. Why? Because they used to get whatever they want. So with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, the same. We used to take care as our children, our babies. We protect this whole eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, feeding to its own desires, feeding to its own desire. It doesn't matter whatever. It doesn't matter that right or wrong. Somehow we used to do it. Still we are keep doing it. So that is, if you look very carefully, just try to withdraw from the person and just start to look you from above you and see what is this, from where this come, how this current keep going. It is not even that right now, right here. When you see something, it is not the ignorance right now arise. It is not the cravingness right now arise. It is not the clinging nature right now arise. It is not the intention right now, the very brand new intention arise. It is not this nourishment right now arise. No, it already there for you, waiting. How? From you used to continue, it came from yesterday, from your history, from your past. So now, as a body, what you experience is empowering, repeating, giving opportunity, and bringing up this ignorance, clinging, attachment, and the cravingness, intention, and the nourishment. So practicing meditation give you opportunity not to feed for this. Now you withdraw from this all five things. You don't allow to continue with the form, feeling, perception, volition, recognition. And you just recognize, you get a one mental object and be with that object, observing it. While you're observing, there is no this ignorance arising. There is no attachment arise. There is no this cravingness arise. There is no that intention arise. There is no the nourishment arise. Even if it is arise, you can see it and you can recognize it. That recognition itself reduces the power of these all qualities. So that is where the mindfulness or the practicing meditation help you to reduce the power of this current continuation. Once this become weak, or once this current start to go down, what happened? When you see something with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, the object come and contact with the sensory bases, senses. When the consciousness arise related to that base, that consciousness not going to happen because of the previous that habitual patterns or the your past experience. That consciousness is a kind of like a very new moment for you. Then you experience the newness. Even though object used to be there, when you experience now, you feel the newness. Now always bringing the newness. So then you, once you start to develop that again and again, again and again, with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. So whatever the outside object come and contact with your sense bases, and you experience the new thing. Maybe the person or the object and everything around you, maybe they keep repeating it, or you see the same thing, but you hear it in a different way. See how you change. Don't try to change the world. You can't change people. You have no rights to change people. We can't change the world. We have no rights to change the world. The world has its own way, but there is another world. That world is head to toes this body, this mind. So you can change that. How you can change? Rather than repeating your previous habitual pattern or the current, uplift your awareness and the clarity, and when the form arises related to your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, don't allow it to go with your previous past habitual pattern or the current. With awareness, take it as a very fresh, brand new moment. And then you will see in that very moment you shift to different level. You start to tune into different frequency inside you. Because then you're not going to repeat the reactions to that your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind contact. Maybe 10 years, 20 years, you are struggling to fix something, or you are struggling to get out of something. Why it didn't happen to you? Because you used to do the same thing, repeating the same reaction, believing that same thing happening. Because of that, all these 10 years, you went through the same suffering, same difficulty, same problem, same environment, same experience, same situation. But now, you come to a very different level. Now you start to recognize with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, that the current that happening inside your mind, this preconditioned mind, this habitual pattern, this repetition, the blueprint that you already develop in you regarding this is me, this is I am, we are conditioned ourselves. This should be like this, I like this, I like that, I hate this, I don't like this. So you already conditioned to things. Get out of it. You are a very brand new moment, you are person in this right now, right here. So then tomorrow, the very next moment, you experience something new. And you experience it there. And then when you experience it to the very brand new moment, you get out of the avidya or the ignorance. And there is no attachment. There is no clinging. And there is no deeper intention to hold it or grasp it or clinging it or resist it. And there is no continuation. Then your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, consciousness become free. When the form arises, when you see again and again and again, when you hear again and again and again, when you smell, taste, feel again and again, again and again, when the form arises, that form always become free from all these 5 mental properties. And from that point, form, feeling, perception, volition, recognition, it happened according to that. But there is no continuation with the same thing. So don't give too much time to think and understand. You cannot do it. Try to practice a little bit, uplift your practice level and observe and try to recognize it. That is where you can tap into that. That is where you can get into that. Don't just leave it to understanding. You need a kind of like a practice part, deeply observing yourself and observing yourself and recognizing. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit. So your right palm on your left hand, neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and mentally recite, may I be well and happy, or Sopatveva 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times, please. Allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself, and when it happens, just recognize it. Don't interfere or don't involve in the inhalation, exhalation. So let the inhalation, exhalation happen to you. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy. Without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Yes, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha, Also, by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ettavata cha ammihi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabbha sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabbha sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabbha sampatti siddhya Imaya Dhamma Anudhamma Patipattiya Buddhang Pujemi Dhammang Pujemi Sanghang Pujemi Attaya Imaya Patipattiya Jati Jara Vyadi Maranam Ha Paribunjissami Idamme Punya Kammang Asavakkaya Vahang Hotu Sabba Dukkha Pamunchatu. Bless you.